It was a Wednesday morning. The forecast called for rain in the afternoon, and so I arrived early at Hidden Valley. I was first in line for the lift. And I noticed Carl, a liftie that I've known for a few years. I asked him if he wouldn't mind if I had a brief chat with him.
So this is Carl, my favorite liftie, the guy that seems to have some kind of internal heating system. Usually doesn't wear a coat unless he has to.
It's usually layers. I wear a lot of layers.
Yeah, so tell me about what you do. What's it like?
I look forward to the winter months. Every year it comes up, I get excited about 2 months before, just because I get to come back and work with great people and just make people happy all day. You know, and I'm here doing what I love, and I get to go up there and do what I love, so it's an amazing thing.
I've come to appreciate that timing is a very important element of what you do.
Oh
right?
yes, definitely.
So
coming into the lift, you always have to. Not only do we have to keep our heads on a swivel, our skiers, we encourage them to keep their heads on a swivel too.
Yeah.
You know, you want to wait at the stop gate, keep an eye on your lift operator, look for him to make sure that he looks at you. Go out when he tells you to come out.
So you must be good under pressure. I mean, this is kind of a crisis-oriented work, right? You have to react fast.
And thank goodness for that control panel, because you know it's always better to slow it or stop it than somebody to get hurt. So that's always a go-to, and to slow the lift, and everybody has to wait for 30 seconds to get going again. That's worth somebody not getting hurt.
So judging by your boots, you're a snowboarder?
Yes, sir. Yep.
So when do you get to hit the slopes?
Since Vail started taking over, they actually encourage ride breaks on the clock.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
ride
so,
breaks?
Yeah,
I love
so
that.
our supervisor will come down and say, you know, you want to take a break, you know, go for a ride break. We can decide whatever we want. You know, we have to wear our helmets and be safe when we take a ride break.
That's very progressive, very humanistic.
Yeah,
makes for better quality
is.
of life.
Yep, and that way we can tell, you know, the skiers how the conditions are on the hill and everything like that. So.
Anything exotic this season? Any incidents? Close calls?
A couple usual, you know, sprained wrists, you know, a couple things like that, but nothing crazy.
Yeah.
I saw the Grinch once this year.
Grinch?
In a full Grinch costume.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Got some crazy cats coming up here once in a while. I don't mean to say.
Yeah.
You know, we're one of a kind up here.
Yeah.
It's really family oriented here at Hidden Valley. That's why I like working here.
I'm noticing your gauges.
Oh.
You've got kind of a old school punk look to you, huh?
Yeah, I've had these since I was in my teens, and now I'm pushing 40, so they won't close
I see.
much more, so I just wear something that doesn't look like I just have to flop you over.
So what's life like for Carl when the snow is all gone? Like, what do you do for the rest of the year?
I usually do carpentry work. I was doing siding and trim replacement up at the villas at Seven Springs, but other than that, I just try to find oddball jobs around my neighborhood, help my fellow neighbors out. If they need any work done to their house.
You know, a couple of years ago, I inadvertently offended you. I was getting on a lift and you said, you have the look of a roadie. And what I meant by then is that you have a lot of life experience written on your face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I meant it as a compliment.
I'm sorry.
But it's a belated apology.
Yeah. It's funny because I used to play in a band. You know, so I play guitar. And
Guitar?
and all that.
What's the name of the band?
It was Gangrene.
Gangrene.
Because me and my three brothers started the band, and our last name were Green. So my dad suggested we're a gang of greens.
That's a perfect name.
We used to just play classic rock music. And
Carl,
stuff
it's
like
been
that.
wonderful chatting with you.
Hey,
Thank you, buddy.
You too, sir. Thank you.
Tuesday morning, and I, the lucky bastard that I am the first one on the lift. There's not gonna be much of a crowd today. It's gotten pretty warm over the weekend. It's gonna rain later, but there is still plenty of good corduroy on the ground. A couple hours of skiing, at least quality skiing. So I was just chatting with my favorite liftie, Carl, And at the end, it turned out that we are literally next door neighbors. I have a place nearby, and he's born and raised Donegal area. And what a pleasure sometimes to just connect with somebody and stumble upon an even deeper connection, and then maybe take it to the next level. Carl is a former rocker. He and a couple of his brothers used to have a band called Gang Green. Their last name is Green, Carl Green, and it was a gang of three, and they're dead. Apparently a musician in his own right had suggested that, and they had some limelight locally. But now, of course, music is on hold. He's coming up on 40. Kids are in the mix. Got to know a lot about a friendly face. And that, I guess, is the beauty of a casual chat. You enter into a pleasant unknown. It all starts with hello, with how are you doing? And then you can go into what's on your mind. I wish you all the same kind of frivolous, casual encounters with fellow humans, be it on a ski lift or elsewhere.